So who we got here?
P-I-T-I. Don't forget the G-I.
We got Pit G in the building, alright? Where you checking in from, bro?
I'm out the Murder Woods, man. West Side, you know what it is.
Murder Woods. Okay, so how long you been rapping, Pit G?
Rapping? Shit. Probably like 20 years. I've been loving music my whole life, though. You know what I mean? All that shit started in church and shit, though. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah.
You know, Sunshine Choir, right? New Revelation, Murder Woods.
Okay. Okay, so you was brought up in the church, and what led you to writing music and doing the music that you do right now?
I ain't gonna lie, like, you know what I mean, coming up, I used to love music. Like I say, my mom was right around there playing the blues. My uncle played, you know what I mean, listen to jazz all the time. You know what I mean, my grandma gospel, so I was, you know what I mean, it was a mix of pot. So I fell in love with all the music, you know what I mean, found out rock and roll. But the first time I really, you know what I mean, fell in love with rap is what you're trying to ask is Ice Cube. You know what I mean?
Right.
One of the first person I heard like really get off. Like I was listening to rap, you know what I mean? But I'm let me go buy this album. We used to have to go to the store and buy it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta go to the store, the music store, to buy that shit. So, you know what I mean? I started going to buy tapes. It was cassette tapes there. And I was bumping Cube. Then I found out, you know what I mean? I found out Pac was real. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that Snoop Dogg. And that just, you know, all y'all put words together like this. You know what I mean? And that just made me want to really get into it. It's been in my soul my whole life, though.
Right. So, what made you actually like start taking rap seriously?
I just used to do it for fun. You know, even when I used to come around the guys and they knew I rap. Like my father used to. This when CDs came around. My father used to just put beats on the CD. And just play it like G just gonna freestyle all this shit, you know what I mean? Because I used to just freestyle whole songs and shit. Just talking about what we was doing and what we just did yesterday and, you know, just current event shit, you know what I mean? And people started, oh, that's cold. So that made me let me know I was good. But when I took it serious, it was like I had made a couple songs with a couple of my guys. And we just do an open mic one day, you know what I mean? And we started getting looked at by A&Rs and all that type of shit. So that's what made me like, oh, I can really do something with this shit.
Okay. So after that, when you progressed and you start, you know, noticing you was getting a buzz, how did you feel about that buzz that you was getting, you know?
Hey, that's a good ass question, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, like you know me, bro. You know what I mean? We've been knowing each other 25 plus years,
yeah,
brothers. You know what I mean? So like, I don't really like getting praised like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when you put your passion and your love into something, and you get more than what you know what I mean, what you was expecting, you can't do nothing but be in gratitude to that shit, bro. You know what I mean? I'm very appreciative of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I can say, bro. Like, I'm appreciative.
Right. So the game, so the things that you been taught, you preach these type of things on your songs, right?
I mean, like
the stuff that you been taught in the streets, you bring you bring a lot of this to light in your songs, right? When you write and when you thinking about the songs you coming up with.
Some of the shit I write, some of the shit I just go in there and I just, you know, it just depend on how I feel. You know, I get different vibes. But, you know, I just talk about life, bro. It's more relatable. Yeah, I can sit here and talk about some shit I ain't never done before. Talk about I got $1 billion. I ain't got no billion. You know what I mean? But you speak shit into existence. I can do that. But I'd rather talk about shit people can relate to. Because this is how I feel. This is my way of venting. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I grew up to a black man in the city of Chicago. You know what I mean? So it's like, shit, you only got two emotions. You either happy or you mad. You know what I mean? So I let my other emotions out through the music.
Right.
So it just come out real. You know what I mean? I that's what I know. You know what I mean?
Right.
The streets send me, so the streets come out of me.
Right. So when you giving out this type of energy to the audience and the youth, you know, and certain people that you know fuck with you and vibe with you, like what you want them to get out of what you doing and what you present to the neighborhood, like
just be you, and you don't gotta be a product of your environment. You know what I mean? You are your environment, but you don't have to be a product of your environment. You don't gotta be a statistic. You know what I mean? Like I used to grow up like jail was a, you know what I mean? It was a strike for me. You know what I mean?
right,
I used to think that was cool. I'm gonna go to jail one day. I'm gonna be alright.
right.
So when I went, I just thought that was just part of what I was doing because it would. But at the same time, like you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? I wasted a lot of my years. I lost too many peers through this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like bro, you gotta show love and you'll get love.
Right.
Some motherfuckers just don't want to love. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
That's how you move around, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Certain people don't want that type of love. I get what you're saying, bro.
Like right now, I'm a ghost. You know what I mean? Like I was telling you earlier before we got on the flip. Like, you know what I mean? You only gonna know I'm in town if I'm in town. You see me?
Yeah.
It's only a few niggas I'm calling.
Yeah, and we in a designated location, right?
Yeah.
They don't know where we at.
Nah, we chilling.
Right.
We chilling. That little sis, you know what I mean? We chopping it up. You know what I mean? But I ain't hiding from no motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't that. It's just that, like, people, like, if your life is a point, you need to stay out the game. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
My life is worth 1 point. These niggas talking about something. We up 2 points. Like, come on, bro. My life is only a point. Bro,
A point, right.
I need to be up out of the, that ain't for me, man. That ain't for me. I'm starting to get grades and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, yeah.
Started to get grades, you getting up there, huh?
Yeah, man. But I'm blessed to do it because, like, a lot of motherfuckers ain't been able to do it. You know what I mean? This is a blessing. You know what I mean? That's what I was telling my daughter the other day. This is my blessing.
So how long? So with adding up with all your kids and your daughters and sons, how many kids you got?
I'll take care of 10.
10.
Yeah.
10. And how you feel?
I got 6 biological kids, but 10 called me dead.
How you feel about that? The 10
man,
call you dead.
It's a joy, man. It's a joy, man. Straight up.
That make you feel good, right?
Keep me young, you hear me?
Yeah.
They keep me in the spirit, and they also influence my music. It made me change my music. You know what I mean? Not all the way, but it made me diversified. You know what I mean? By making songs for the kids. You know what I mean? Something they can dance to, something they can have fun to, something that they can play at their birthday parties. You know what I mean? And the parents ain't like, oh, this music is explicit. Like, yeah, your kid up there jugging to this. You know what I'm saying? Because my kid don't jug to it. So,
right.
I mean, it keep me young, man, for sure.
That's great. That's great, bro.
Straight up.
That's great. And with your influence, like, what type of influence you want to put on the community and, you know, the kids that's coming up that you know seek some type of clearance in rapping or being in the music industry? What type of advice you give them?
Never stop, man. Push forward, persevere. You know what I mean? Progress every day. You know what I mean? If that's something you want to do, like, you got to put an effort into that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I was playing with this shit. Like I said, I've been 20 years, but I didn't get serious till later on. You know what I mean? But if I'd have been serious the whole time, like, cause I'm influenced by so many. You know what I mean? Be inspired, you know? But know what to listen to. Know who to be inspired by. You know what I mean? Like, a whole bunch of people can tell you something, but just take little bits and pieces. You know what I mean? And apply that to your life. You can learn by seeing, not by doing.
Yeah. Okay. So you basically, when you in these streets, you need to pay attention to everything that's going on basically around you.
You see, I keep looking back and talking about your car. You gotta be aware. To be aware is to be alive. And that's the only thing that's gonna let you see your 40s and your 30s. You know what I mean? Because these kids damn young out here, man. Chirac ain't no joke, is what they call it. You know what I mean? It's still Chi-Town to me because I can move through it. south side, north side, west side, you know what I mean, the suburbs. I go everywhere. You know what I mean? I get love from everybody because
from everybody.
Put out that negative energy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Energy you putting out is
it's the energy you receive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's attraction, law of attraction. So whatever you seeking, you shall find it. You know what I mean? So when I'm in the street, I just try to put out love. You know what I mean? And when it's starting to get cold out, and you go inside where it's warm. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You feel me? Straight up. Shit get weird. Just get up out of there, man. You ain't no bitch for walking away.
So how you feel about being out here and I know you see a lot of dudes go through a lot of things out here in the streets. But how do that make you feel, you know, when you see all these things going on in the streets and you can't really control everything, but you out there, you seeing it?
I mean, you gotta touch the ones you can. You know what I mean? That shit be fucked up. But what you eat don't make me shit. What you drink don't make me piss. So it really don't affect my life, but it affect how I move once I see certain shit. You know, and if it's some little youngin' out there, you know what I mean, little whippersnapper young bull out there, you know what I mean, that you can cuff, then cuff them. If they listening, then give it to them. I had a little nigga by the name of KO, you know what I mean, that was my little nigga. R.I.P. to him. Died way too young. But that was my little nigga, and he was one of the ones that was trying to, you know what I mean, do something different.
Yeah.
You know, and they was pulling them back in, and they, you know what I mean, it ended how it ended, tragic. But it's like some of them listen, some of them don't. You know, but shit, you just gotta put out that love, man. Law of attraction, like I said, bro.
So you got an Instagram, you got Facebook. You want to shout out, bro?
PITGE74 on all platforms, man. You already know how it goes, man.
Sure.
Don't change, man. When you're on YouTube, you gotta put that space and that 7, then the dash, then that 4 on bro now.
For sure. And that's what you got to give to the peoples, bro. We gonna holler at you.
For sure. Y'all be safe. Love. Happiness.
Yeah.